Hi everybody, my name is Valana Wynn and I'm also known as Lady V at Safehouse of the Desert. For the last 5 years, I've developed the Skills Lab art program in the desert shelter. And because of the pandemic, we became virtual. And so it was an opportunity to share art not only with just the desert folks, but to bring it to Riverside too. And so we're also including the TLP program in this particular art programming as we go forward. I'm going to be teaching you some interesting art things in the months of June, July, and August, and hopefully on into the rest of the year. But because of the pandemic at this time and the whole world sheltering in, it gave us an opportunity to have to reach out in a whole new way with programming and with classes to be able to help you guys have things to do and things to inspire you as the world around you is changing in really dramatic ways. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what type of artist that I am. In the desert shelter, if you had ever been there, you would see that there's all level of art done. I'm an interdisciplinary artist, which means that I'm working in multi-mediums from textiles to leather to paper, acrylic, retail, special events, spoken word, drama and theater. I have a really rich background in dance. So all of that art background that I have, I bring to the table here to be able to not only inspire you to do some art that has some meaning to you, but also to bring you art processes that make you think about who you want to be on the planet. A big part of our future, you guys, is based on who and what you decide you want to be going forward. And so I'm really excited about this art program to bring to you that is mindful. In our art program in June, we're going to be talking about mandalas, mindfulness, and mood and meditation. At the end of each class, in your time with me on Tuesdays or Thursdays, that's kind of changing at this point, from 10 till 11:30, we're going to be doing an art program for an hour and a half, and the last 15 minutes of the class is going to be a guided meditation. I use sound bowls, crystal quartz healing bowls, to be able to reach people in guided meditations, and have been doing that for the last 5 years in the desert. And it's a way to bring you back to you, so that as you're doing your art is coming from this really beautiful, brilliant, authentic place that's only you and it's in your heart. So I'm a real big proponent of meditation and mindfulness. I mean, in so many ways, in all ways actually, art saved my life. And a lot of my background is very similar to a lot of the students that I work with. So I like to say to them, this is what love looks like when you come through on the other end of, challenging times. So each and every one of you guys is a phoenix. And I'm really, really thrilled to bring you an art program that has thoughtfulness, mindfulness, and craft in it in order to have you see some of the new things that you can be. So we'll start off in June. Like I say, it's going to be meditation and mindfulness and mandalas, and mood. And then in July, let me look at my notes. In July, it's going to be vision boarding and goal setting and empowerment. In August, we're going to do found object art, where you guys are going to bring objects together to create a whole collective art piece that's going to go into the rec room of your facility. So there'll be a collection where everybody that got involved became a piece of the art that made a social commentary statement about the world that you live in and how you want that world to be going forward, way past the pandemic, but kind of like into the future. And it's really exciting to be able to be a part of that and be an installation piece that will be looked at and admired for many residents to come. Additionally, what we'll be doing in September, we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship and marketing art and how to make money from it. Granted, the program can go further. I hope it can. I would get you guys into thinking about what can you create artistically, what platforms can you use to sell your art, and how do you start to create a job around artistry. For the last 30, 40 years, I'm 62 now, the last 30, 40 years I've been a full-time artist that has self-sustained using the arts as my communication and my medium. So I know that it's possible for you too if you're, really desired to be a spoken word artist, or you're making cards, or you're making frames or pictures, what have you. Your art will sell if your intention is in the right place to sell it and to have meaning and put value upon it. Quantifying art is a huge thing, and it's a big part of my program. Quantifying your existence and why you're here and the power that you bring to the table is vital to making your art stand out and have meaning and get purchased and or just to be enjoyed. In the big picture, we're going to be using this art platform as a collective so that we can put together a art gallery show that'll be happening at Create Arts Center in the desert, maybe in January, granted, and God willing that the world is in a better place. But for this moment of now, what we'll be doing is we'll be working together, we'll be inspiring each other, and we'll be a collective of 4 different institutions. It's like we're 4 different little countries in and of themselves, with each one having a demographic all of its own and a voice all of its own. And between the Riverside Shelter and the Safehouse Desert Shelter and Harrison House and you guys at Main Street, we're going to be creating an art piece that will go into an art show that will be our community, our collective voice out into the world, and hopefully that piece will be purchased by an artisan lover, and the proceeds of that would help our programs to help them flourish. So in your homework, you're going to be getting links of inspiring videos, things that I want you to look at, want you to think about. We'll be discussing them a little bit because we have such a short period of time. I'll be doing most of the talking, most of the leading, but the idea is that what I send you is inspirational, and I want you to think way outside the box. It's absolutely a free shot to think way outside the box when it comes down to the art we do. And if you find, even when we're doing a piece of art, and if it does not resonate for you, all you got to do is let me know. You'll be receiving a telephone number from your team leaders where you're going to be taking pictures of your final art with your cell phone or your device, whatever you're using to be able to join in on the art program. And you're going to be texting that to me so that I can have feedback for you in the finished product. And the idea is that we'll have a communication where I feel your art and you feel my intention to support you in your process. So Virtual Art with Lady V is coming for you. It's coming June 4th and June 18th to start from 10 to 11:30. And the idea is that we will have materials for you that will be delivered by your team leaders at the TLP. And you guys will get all your materials, and all you'll have to do is join the Zoom link, and we will play. We will play in a really healthy, happy way that inspires your heart and makes you feel good about who you are in this moment of now. And that's everything that I'm about, is finding a way to reach you on a really core level so that you stand in your light, because that's what you are. You are light. So I'm Lady V, also known as Volana Wynn, but Lady V is pretty much how everybody knows me. I'm excited to share this program with you. I hope you join us. You are entirely welcome to join us. So please take a chance and step into art, step into your soul, step into some movement and some interesting thinking to surround yourself with others as we create a community of art that speaks our voice collectively. Thanks, guys. I'll see you June 4th.